Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unit Lost. I'm Salosa and I have some crazy mad Overwatch speculation. So, a chap on the Overwatch Reddit who goes by the name of XARDDE, I'm not even going to attempt to say that, but I'll link to the post below, has data mined a lot of the new sound files that you can actually find within the PTR client. Now, before we get into this, I've got to stress that some of this could just be nothing, right? Because they tend to leave files in the game. It depends how the game's been coded and designed. Sometimes it's easy just to leave a file in the game than to sort of delete it because we don't know how the game's been built and all of that stuff. However, that's not going to stop us from going into some crazy, mad speculation. So we've got possible new map speculations, new game mode speculations, all kinds of mental stuff. So let's get into this. So the first thing we've got is Tracer, and she's got a new little voice line.
Bit dodgy, don't you think?
Bit dodgy, don't you think? We don't know what this is about, but it's just a Tracer voice line, right?
Welcome to Season 4.
Alright, welcome to Season 4. Well, that's just the announcer, yeah, saying welcome to Season 4. We're in Season 1 at the moment, so it makes sense that they'd have Season 2, 3, 4, whatever. You know, that's not really a shock.
They are forming up for an attack.
Now, this is Zarya saying they're forming up for an attack. Now, this is interesting because this could be a new kind of type of voice line where you can give instruction to your team without having to use a microphone. So you could say, oh, they're forming up for an attack. Maybe they're about to make a push onto a point. Or it could be in relation to a different game mode where possibly you have to defend certain objects or something. Anyway, we'll get on to that.
Lifesaver.
This is the announcer saying Lifesaver. I think this is to do with play of the game because you get different types of play of the game. You know, like sharpshooter and stuff like that. In fact, I think we've got a sharpshooter announcer voice clip, which we will get onto.
Hole in one! Ha!
Because that's Reinhardt shouting hole in one and they're going ha, which sounds amazing, by the way. Let's play it again.
Hole in one! Ha!
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Speculate away.
Many of my comrades fell in battle here. May they rest in peace.
Okay, this is interesting because this is Reinhardt referencing an area and saying that his... Well, like, so when Reinhardt spawns into a new map, potentially, he then says, many of my comrades fell in battle here. May they rest in peace. Could this be a German map? I mean, maybe it could, but it's more likely, I guess, that it's just an area where there was a large sort of Overwatch battle had taken place and a lot of Reinhardt's comrades died. Although he does say comrades, so maybe he means countrymen, maybe he means Overwatch operatives, we don't know. This probably does indicate a new map, though. At least that's what we're all hoping.
New hero level.
Right, this could just be when you level up, right? So you level up your hero, you go from level 90 to 91, new hero level. Or it could be in relation to a new game mode, because there are voice files, which we will get to, which talk about gear being upgraded and spending skill points. So we're going to have to obviously speculate about that.
God save the king!
So that's Tracer shouting, God save the king. And there is another voice line, which we will get to, which is Reaper making a reference to being the king. Like, if you're going to come at the king, you best kill the king, or something like that. We'll get to that in a second. But what could this mean? Could this be in reference to some form of castle map? Is this like the Tower of London or something? Buckingham Palace? I don't know. Or maybe it's a game mode where one of the heroes is sort of the hero that needs to be killed. You know, you're the target, so you're the king and you need to be killed. Interesting.
To the moon and back.
Winston's talking about the moon. Now, Winston, if you don't know, he comes from the moon. The moon is controlled by a load of mental, crazy gorillas. Winston was on the moon, and then Winston left the moon because he did not like the way they were killing everybody, and he wanted to help humanity. So, Winston's saying to the moon and back. Could this mean that we've got a map on the moon? Well, maybe, I don't know.
So much drama going on in the LBC. It's kind of hard being road HO single G.
Now, this is possibly the best voice line in the game. It's so good, in fact, we're going to listen to it again.
So much drama going on in the LBC. It's kind of hard being road HO single G.
Right, that's Roadhog impersonating, or I guess doing a parody of Snoop Dogg. Let's listen to it again, it's so good.
So much drama going on in the LBC. It's kind of hard being road HO single G.
I think that's just a fun voice line. I don't think it really relates to anything, but that's great. I love that.
Alert. Weapons discharge detected in Ordnance Bay.
What the hell?
Alert. Weapons discharge detected in Ordnance Bay.
Right, so alert weapons discharge detected in Ordnance Bay. What the hell could that mean? This could be a new game mode where you have to somehow, I don't know, detonate an Ordnance Bay? fire missiles from an ordnance bay? I don't know. That's really interesting, that is, though, because why would the announcer say something like that? That sounds like something that would happen during a game. You know, you get to a point, you know, like when the payload has reached the checkpoint or whatever, but instead it's alert, weapons discharge detected in ordnance bay. Maybe they're going to introduce a much bigger map or bigger styles of maps where you have to sort of move around the map as a team, and this is maybe a prompt to say, oh, the enemy are in the ordnance bay, get to the ordnance bay. I don't know. This is a very interesting one.
It was worth it!
And that's Reinhardt shouting, it was worth it. Don't know what this is about. A lot of people seem to want this to be when Reinhardt charges and he gets somebody and he flies off the map and dies. It would make sense, right? But, you know.
Sharpshooter.
Right, this is another announcer, possibly for play of the game. In fact, most likely for play of the game, we reckon.
Just like old times.
That's Reaper saying just like old times. Could be a reference to Sombra. Or even Doomfist. Any of Reaper's old chums when he gets together. You know, when he sees them, just like old times. We don't know. Now, apart from somebody having a very good time there, it sounds like, that seems like a totally new voice. I'll play that again, because this is kind of interesting. Now, I don't think that's anybody in the game at the moment. I mean, it sounds like somebody's being frozen, right? So that's maybe a sound effect when this character gets attacked by Mei. I don't know. Speculate away, ladies and gentlemen.
I will defend my country.
So this is D.Va saying she'll defend her country. Now, we know that D.Va, she's in her mech because she's part of the... I forgot what they're called. Basically, it's the Korean military, and they were under attack by massive, like, omnics from the sea or something ridiculous. So they all got into mechs themselves and started to do a load of damage and blah, blah, blah. But this is D.Va saying she'll defend her country. Now, does this mean we're going to get a Korean map, or is it just a voice line? I mean, honestly, a lot of this stuff could just be anything, but it is fun to speculate. So, I don't know, maybe we are going to get a Korean map. It would make sense. Overwatch is very popular in Korea, and we don't have a Korean map. And Overwatch does tend to have maps based on where the heroes are from. You know, look at Tracer. We've got King's Row. You know, the list goes on.
Seasonal rewards unlocked.
Very interesting. Seasonal rewards. Now, this either means we're going to have, like, special rewards in terms of, like, you know, Christmas time rewards or Halloween rewards. Or it just means we're going to get rewards for competitive play seasons, because they are seasons, right? So a seasonal reward for competitive season 1. I mean, we know we get the golden guns, but maybe we're going to get something else down the line. It is, again, interesting. I keep... Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I keep saying this during this video, interesting, but it is. It's all very interesting because we don't know what any of this really means at the moment, and I'm sure, like, in the future we will get confirmation, or, like, it will be made clear what a lot of this stuff means, but it's still fun to speculate away.
There's a hidden enemy here.
So that sounds like Farah saying there's a hidden enemy, possibly reference to Sombra, if Sombra is a stealth hero, which it probably is, because Sombra means shadow, and given all of a lot of the heroes say this, like, about hidden enemies nearby. I actually made a video on this that's on the channel, speculating that, you know, are we going to be seeing like a Team Fortress 2 spy style character?
What magnificent treasure is this?
Reinhardt asking about magnificent treasure. Don't know what this is about. This could be some form of, like, artifact retrieval game mode, you know, but Blizzard have always said they don't like capture the flag, and artifact retrieval, if you've got to go and steal some sort of precious artifact, maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just when you open a loot crate. I don't know. But then when you open loot crates, it's not exactly character specific, is it? Again, we don't know. We really don't know what this is about. That just sounds like a big sound effect to me. I don't know what that is about. I mean, the guy on Reddit says possibly it's trumpets. I don't know. It's just, it sounds like a victorious sort of sound effect. Interesting.
Take out this target.
Right, Trace is telling you to take out a target, and a lot of the heroes do this now. This could be, again, just an enhancement of the voice, well, of the, like, not voice communication, like, the, you know, the dialogue wheel you can bring up for the quick things, like you can say group up and whatever. Maybe there's going to be a button we can press on the keyboard or on the controller or whatever, just to say, oh, kill this target. Instead of you saying, oh god, Tracer's behind us, guys, we need to kill Tracer. Maybe you can specifically ID targets now. Yeah, it makes sense, but a lot of this stuff, you know, just use a microphone, it would be much better. If that's what this is for, right? Because, again, we don't know. It's just all mad speculation.
Ooh, I wonder what I got.
So, Reinhardt. So, Winston is wondering what he's got. Yeah, I don't know. These are interesting voice clips. It's like the other one we just listened to. It's not going to be like the Reinhardt one. First of all, I was like, this is when you open a loot crate, right? But it's not, is it? Because you're not logged in as a character when you do that. It's just on the account. So in some sort of game mode, there's going to be some sort of collectible equipment. I don't know. It's really weird. Again, just a random sound effect. I'm not sure what this is. It sounds like water dripping from a pipe. You know, could, I guess, on wild speculation, activate. Could be some form of, like, submarine or underwater map. Who knows?
It's in the refrigerator.
I don't know what that's about. That's Reaper saying something's in the refrigerator.
Chugga 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 chugga.
I think that's Tracer saying chugga chugga chugga, like train. You know, like any diehard EverQuest players out there, you will remember Trains to Zone. You know, where you'd announce in the chat, Train to Zone, because you've got a load of mobs chasing you. I don't know what that's about. Who knows? A weird sound effect. Sounds distorted, possibly as if it's sort of... In fact, it sounds like... Well, not sonar. It sounds like... kind of like the noises like an orca would make, or a dolphin. Maybe. I don't know. Could be underwater. Who knows? Same sort of thing. It almost sounds alien, doesn't it, that? Let's listen to that again. Weird.
Yeah! Pocket healer!
That is Diva saying, yeah, she's got a pocket healer. I don't know what that's about. I mean, maybe it's an item that you get on a certain game mode. You can drop it down and it runs around and heals you. I don't know. Or maybe she just says that when Mercy is healing her. Another weird sound effect.
Hey, who's that handsome devil?
That's Lucio saying, who's that handsome devil? Probably just a voice line. You know, like a voice line you can select for your character.
Guess you live up to your reputation.
That's Winston saying he guesses somebody lives up to their reputation. Is this in reference to a new hero? Don't know.
It feels good to be home. Brigitte! Brigitte!
Right, so this kind of further cements the idea that we're probably going to get a German-style map, because it's most likely Reinhardt lives in Germany, and he's shouting Brigitte, and it's good to be back. So, is he back home? Maybe?
Eliminate the target.
Genji saying eliminate the target, much like the Tracer one earlier on. Specific instruction to kill a target, or do... maybe there's going to be I'm kind of leaning towards now, we're going to be looking at a mode where one character in the team, or one player in the team, needs to be protected. If that's the case, that could be quite interesting.
Here comes the Doppelstein.
Alright, Zarya shouting, here comes the Doppelstein. That's her ultimate, right? The Graviton Surge. Saying you're about to fire it off? I don't know.
Here comes the Doppelstein.
I could use some new gear.
Right, these are funky, because this is Soldier saying he could use some new gear. Now, he could just be saying he needs new gear because, you know, he's used his same old gear for years, or it could be a new type of game mode where you get unlockables during the game to alter the way your characters play.
Leaderboard now available.
I don't know what this is. Leaderboard now available? I don't understand what that is about. Maybe wild speculation activate again. Could this be a form of, like, arena? You know, like gladiatorial combat 1v1? And then the leaderboard opens up to tell you who's winning at the time. I don't know. Like, the leaderboard, like, you know, you can press tab in the game and it gives you a scoreboard, right? You can look at the stats. In fact, maybe it is stats. Maybe it's just that they're going to sort out the way the game displays stats, so we don't have to go to websites like Master Overwatch and Overbuff, and maybe it's just available in the game. But why there be a voice line saying leaderboard available is a bit weird. So that kind of indicates to me it's going to happen during a match. Weird.
Round 18.
Round 18. So, yes, please, no. I don't know what this is about. 18 rounds could be a bit of an ask. It depends what this is for. This must be for a new game mode, because 18 rounds? What? I mean, listen to this again.
Round 18.
Yeah, I don't know.
Set up here.
So this is interesting. This is Winston saying set up here. Again, there's a couple of voice lines like this. Now, this could be instead of saying group up, like take Watchpoint Gibraltar, for example. If you're going to defend on Watchpoint Gibraltar, there are 2 points you should defend from, right? The first one is on the bridge above the first point. But you kind of want to start there, attack the team as they push forward, and then push back to the second checkpoint and take the high ground around it. Now, instead of, like, what you would do right now is you would stand there and you would spam group up, right? But now if you could say this...
Set up here.
And all of the characters say that, it makes a little bit more sense. So maybe the team could do that. Again, we don't know what that's about. It could be in relation to a new game mode as well.
Wait!
That's right, we're going to play that again because that's awesome. This is Reinhardt laughing.
Wait!
Balancing teams.
Interesting. Balancing teams? What? So I don't know what this is for, because currently in competitive, when you join a game, you get a team rank or team rating, yeah? And that's the team rating that's used to calculate the rewards at the end. You could not take somebody from one team that was winning and put them on the other team. So is this going to be for quick play, or is this going to be for a new game mode? Weird.
An unseen enemy is here.
Right, it's Widowmaker saying there's an unseen enemy. Again, I said there's a lot of voice lines like this in reference to a stealth enemy or stealth hero, we believe.
Bobatai.
Right, this is interesting. I don't know what she's saying here. It sounds like Bobatai.
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 Boba time. I don't know. This could be the name of a new map. The announcer, at the start, welcome to Numbani. Welcome to...
Bobatai.
Interesting.
Shutdown.
Again, play the game, I think.
I'm feeling good.
That's Lucio feeling good.
I've leveled up. Time to assign those skill points.
Okay, so I think very, very early in Overwatch's development, when it was an MMO, I think Jeff Kaplan did say that it did have skill points and skill trees, kind of similar to WoW. This could be a remnant of that. However, I don't think the voice lines were actually made at that time. So why would this be a voice line now? This could go back to the idea of a new game mode we're going to see, which actually has unlockable levels and abilities during the game mode. Let's just play this again.
I've leveled up. Time to assign those skill points.
Interesting.
Additional time added.
Now, additional time added? Okay. Well, we know games go into overtime, so why would additional time be added?
New heroes joining.
And new heroes joining? See, this is what makes me think it could be some sort of like arena-style game mode that you can queue up into to just 1v1 against somebody to see who's the best hero. I don't know. Because, why would you be queuing into a game? And why would it announce that new heroes have joined the game?
I am detecting an enormous amount of data transfer from the monastery.
Wow. Right, so we had the thing about the Ordnance Bay earlier on. Now we're detecting a large amount of data transfer from the monastery. Could this again be this, the idea I've had of a really large map where you have to move around it as a team? And this is alerting you that something is going on in the monastery, so we need to get over there. Or maybe the monastery is just a new map. Great, I don't know. This is, it's funky.
To go back to the moon. I don't know.
So somebody's obviously asked Winston if he wants to go back to the moon. He says he don't know, but I probably think we're going to see a moon map at some point.
Come at the king. Best not miss.
Similar to Tracer's line about God Save the King. Reaper's talking about the king as well. So, yeah. I mean, could that be a new game mode? Could it just be in relation to a castle, king map, a palace map?
Satellite drone en route to launch gantry.
Satellite drone. Let's play this again.
Satellite drone en route to launch gantry.
This could be another map alert telling you something is happening in an area of a map and you need to get over there and do it. Or stop it or something. These are really funky, these are. These have to indicate a new game mode to me.
Unauthorized person detected.
Unauthorized person detected. Maybe we're going to have a game mode where you have bases and you have to attack the enemy's base. And if somebody's broke into your base, then you get this alert.
Unauthorized person detected.
Well, I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys. There are more if you want to click on the link in the description to the Reddit post, and you can actually download the files, of which there are loads of them. But I think they're the most interesting ones that I found after going through it all. I want your crazy, wild speculation below in the comments, guys. I really love this kind of stuff. Like, being on the cutting edge and just trying to work out what's going on before it's actually been announced. It's so cool. Oh, my God. All right, guys. I've been Silosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that good stuff. And you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. And I'll catch you next time, guys. Toodaloo.